Yo, what's good, team? It's your boy Vade, aka Pro Benchwarmer, and I'm bringing you week 7 of the RBL season 4. We are up against SFJ and the Miami Donphans. Now, upon building, I was like, yo, I lose to like everything on this team. This team is stacked. This team consists of Mega Venusaur, Tyranitar, Excadrill, Fortress, Slowking, Noivern, Emboar, Mismagius, Jinx, Rotom Slash, Rotom Flying, Cacturn, and Gramble. And like every time I built a team, I was like, well, I just mono lose to Gramble, or I mono lose to Emboar, I mono lose to Slowking, or I mono lose to Noivern. Like everything on his team is a threat, and SFJ knows exactly how to use all his mons. Watching his battles, I was like, holy crap, this guy is amazing. Like, he ran like Wisp, Taunt, and like defensive Emboar to shut down Zach's team. He's ran like Spikes, Leech Seed, Cacturn, and stuff. He's ran it's just really good sets, really good sets. And I was definitely threatened from like build, like shit, I'm probably not gonna win this. So I'm gonna explain my mons and then get it right into the battle. Do like a brief explanation because this team was hard to build. Sorry about all the noise in the back. Yeah, that's New York. I'm sorry, guys. First mon you see on my team is Scrafty. The Scrafty is an Intimidate Scrafty with, I believe, 244 HP. I believe I was 184 physical defense, impish nature, the rest in physical attack, with toxic, dragon tail, knockoff, and drain punch. This was supposed to be my answer to Excadrill because nothing else took my answer. Took 2 hits from Excadrill. This is the only thing with intimidate. I live earthquakes. As long as he doesn't SD on me, it threatens him to like either switch out or just keep hitting me until I die, simply because he cannot SD on something that has like drain punch. Like, I'll start to beat it. That was my thought process. I have Tentacruel, physically defensive, with Mirror Coat, just standard Tentacruel Scald. I believe I had Sludge Bomb. Yeah, I had Sludge Bomb, the Mirror Coat to take any one hit from Slowking and then kill it with a Mirror Coat and then Rapid Spin. I had actual Mega Garchomp because Sand Force was like too tempting not to bring. Like, use T-Tar Sand against him, and if he gets the sand up, Earthquake Body Rocks a lot of his team. I switched out Stone Edge for Dragon Claw simply because I didn't want Stone Edge to miss. You'll see how that plays out, and the rest was just like Swords Dance sub, and Swords Dance is like my favorite Garchomp set. Next up we had Delphox, max speed, max special attack, with Will-O-Wisp, Grass Knot, Fire Blast, and I believe I had Psychic. Yeah, I had Psychic. Simply because, like, if I was in front of Mega Venusaur, I just Wisp the possible switch, and then Psychic. 2 Psychics can knock it out if it stays in, or if I get it whittled enough, I can just knock it out with a Psychic. Wisp means that he can't bring T-Tar in for free. I'm Cobra Berry. They can't bring T-Tar in for free, and I can switch out on the Pursuit if he packs it. That was the plan there. I also have Thunderous. It's 3 moves is Superpower, Psychic, Thunderbolt, and Agility. Simply to if I can agility on, I was Charty Berry. Simply if I can agility up on the, like, if I get a sack, if I have to sack something, I switch into Thunderous on T-Tar, hit it with a superpower. But like it was so chancy, I didn't even like try it too well. Like, every time I ran it in a test battle, I never clicked agility, so I was not a fan of that at all. The last slot I had a Jirachi, a weird Jirachi set. It was like max HP, enough in speed to outspeed, I think, Rotom or anything that was like base 80 and like above, and then the rest in physical defense with Shuckleberry, with Drain Punch, Iron Head, Rocks, and U-Turn. No, not U-Turn, Wish. Just to be kind of bulky. I didn't like the set. Like, I legit, this teaming, the building for this match was super difficult for me. I was gonna like try to tough it out and go through the game as quickly as I could. As you can see, SFJ brings Cacturn, Mega Venusaur, T-Tar, Excadrill, Rotom Fan, and Slowking. Now, one thing I did regret was switching Stone Edge for Dragon Claw, because I was like, oh, okay, you know, Garchomp, if he gets stand up, Garchomp wins. And I'm like, no, I don't. No, I don't. So let's just get into this match. I put it on normal and press play, and I'll pause to explain my plays and stuff. So I lead off with Delphox. It was my designated lead because I knew he would lead Venusaur or anything I could just Wisp. So he switches down to Slowking, and I go for Wisp and miss, which kind of sucks. I would have just put this thing take some HP off of it, but I have to switch into Tentacruel here as he does Scald and get the burn. Now that makes my plays very odd, and SFJ makes a very good play here, and he scouts and goes for Scald as I go reveal the Mirror Coat here, and now I am not in range to be able to take a Psychic if he has Psychic. Well, so I go for Sludge Bomb, hoping for the poison, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to take this hit. He actually revealed Psyshock, and I was like, shit, I could have lived that. And I was regretting not clicking Mirror Coat there again, but I think the poison was okay, but that play threw me for a loop, as now I lose Tentacruel way too easy to the burn, as he just gets back up to full. A poison doesn't allow that, but still, you know, he's relatively high, as like now I do have to switch in my Thundurus and click Thunderbolt to keep it low, as he reveals the Ice Beam here. And I was like, okay, at least I had some HP on this. I can take the Ice Beam, I can kill it with another Thunderbolt, as I do. And my Thundurus is relatively okay, but I knew I couldn't switch into this monster, so I just let off a Psychic, just bring it down low enough. I died to a Sludge Bomb anyway, so I could just force it to switch out. This is what I was thinking. Like, I go into Delphox, he doesn't want to lose his Venusaur here, sorry about that. So I go for Wisp, he goes for Earthquake. I'm glad I went for Wisp there, so I could take that Earthquake, and then I just go for Psychic here to kill it. I thought he would have switched his Venusaur out, but he switches in T-Tar here. I just go for another Wisp, why not, as he goes for the Crunch, and I take it with the Cobra Berry plus burn relatively well, but the Sandstorm's killing me off next turn anyway, so I'll go for Grass now, as he does go for Crunch. No, he goes for Crunch again, and it just kills. So I was like, alright, no problem, at least I get some damage off, a lot of damage off. This thing is pretty much dead. So I switch into Garchomp, and here's a play that I think was dumb. I go for Sub here, trying to scout for Ice Beam. What I should have done here, and you'll see why I'm explaining this now, was gone Scrafty, because he couldn't touch Scrafty at all, and he would have to either sack his T-Tar or switch into something like this Rotom Fan, I believe it's called, Rotom Fan. Yeah, Rotom Fan. So he would have to switch into his Rotom Fan, and it was just like an easy play. But I switch into Garchomp simply because I'm letting my head just get filled up. I'm like, oh, I can kill this T-Tar. He's probably gonna switch, thinking like, why the fuck would he? Like, I was thinking like he'd keep it around so he can get Sandstorm up again. That's what I was thinking. He could keep it around so he can get Sandstorm up again. So maybe he'd switch out. I get a free sub up, and then stuff like something like that. So as he goes for the Ice Beam, breaks the sub. As I go for a sub again, thinking that maybe he dies to burn here, and I'd be okay, and he actually doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't. So I go Jirachi here, which I think still is not the play that I should have done. I should have went into Scrafty. As I take the Ice Beam relatively well, he dies to the burn, and now he's free to switch in Excadrill. And I'm like, well, this sucks because he's just gonna Swords Dance here. So I go into Scrafty, get my Intimidate off as he does Swords Dance, and I just have to click Drain Punch. Like, that is my only play. So he goes for Earthquake. It does a clean 84%. He's Life Orb, and I go for Drain Punch, and this brings it all the way down, which sucks because if I would have went Scrafty earlier, Sand probably wouldn't have been up. So I drop here to Earthquake. He just has one more hit in him. So Sand subsides here. I go for Mega Garchomp. And I go for Dragon Claw simply because I didn't want him to switch into the Rotom. Rotom pressured a lot of my, like, I only have 2 Mons left, and Rotom can just like wall them to like no end, because remember, Garchomp does not have Stone Edge. It has Dragon Claw. So I crit the Excadrill here, not important, but Excadrill is gone. And he easily just switches into Rotom Fan, and I'm like, nope, I'm not dealing with this. This must have like Hidden Power Ice, as he does reveal it. And I'm like, alright, so I just need to get a Wish up, see what he wants to do. He goes for Wisp and misses it. I'm like, well, I need to Heart Stamp. Oh, I was Heart Stamp, that's what it was. Heart Stamp and flinch it down, because there's no way I'm beating this thing. Like, I have to flinch it down and then get Rocks up and pray that it switch. Like, it was way too much, like, riding on the fact that I needed to flinch this down. So he wisps and gets it off. I'm like, well, Jirachi is pretty much just like, let's do as much as I can. He switches into Cacturne. I go for Wish here. He goes for Swords Dance here, I believe. I go for Drain Punch with 32%. He goes for Swords Dance. I'm like, well, it's GG. I actually typed to my assistant coach, like, I'm losing to Cacturne right now. Like, he goes for Sucker Punch as I go for Rocks. I'll go for Wish here. Yeah, I go for Wish, just like I have to ride out all his Sucker Punches. That's like the play. I go for Rocks here as he goes for Superpower. It does not kill. He gets the defense drop and the attack drop. And I just go, he goes for Sucker Punch here. I go for Wish again. And I believe he went for Superpower again, or Seed Bomb. And I just go for Drain Punch here, and it crits and kills as I gain HP back plus the Wish. Like, that was huge, because the crit, like, he would have definitely lived after that, and then Sucker Punch would have killed my Garchomp. I would have to like play around subs, and that he could have just Seed Bombed me to eternity. So I go for Heart Stamp here simply because that's all I can do. He flinches. I'm going for like Wish, I believe, next turn, or just keep Heart. Yeah, Wish was the play. He goes for Wisp, predicting me to go back out on the Garchomp on like the Volt Switch or something like that. I go for Heart Stomp here, and here's where the game ends, I believe. Oh, no, he flinches here. So I'm at full, well, relatively full. He's at 48%. I go for Heart Stamp here, hoping I can flinch, as he gets the Pain Split up, and I'm like, well, that's GG. Like, there's no way I'm beating this thing. I needed it to be at that range so I can just go into Garchomp and just click Dragon Claw twice. As he goes for Volt Switch here, like, I can just keep talking about these plays. Like, so the only way I would have been able to win this, right, was to be ballsy and Swords Dance on the Hidden Power Ice, and then go for Stone Edge if I had it, or just go for Stone Edge, but if I had it, like that, like the only thing I could have done. It was actually pretty fucking scummy how that worked out, but there's no way I'm beating this thing. This thing's just like sitting in here and just destroying my life. As he crits me here with the Volt Switch, and I die to burn after I just got a Wish up. So even though he did get a crit on me, it was in my favor, as I can bring in Garchomp now, get up a sub, so I can get the Wish up. Wish back, he goes for the Hidden Power Ice, and I get relatively healthy. And now I could have just Swords Dance here to try to win. I just go for the Dragon Claw, seeing that it does 43%. I was like, yeah, there was no way I was beating this thing, even if I did Swords Dance. I did the calc, it did 78% min, I believe. And I get a Dragon Claw here off, but fuck, we fucking crit. Like, yo, no lie, every match that I've had this season so far, like, I feel like I've won it based by, like, actually doing really well in the match. And not to say that I did poorly in this match. I think I held my own in this match, but that crit was so disgusting. Like, I totally did not earn that at all. Like, that crit, I still feel sad about this match. Like, I've been holding off on this match, like recording it, because I don't like watching this match. Because I was telling, like, I told my assistant coach, I believe I told Zach, I'm like, yo, I'm losing this game. Like, there's no way I'm bringing back this game. I played poorly. If I would have went into Scrafty on T-Tar, I would have been able to stall out Sand. Like, he would have had to go into rode him. At that point, like, I think he showed his whole moveset. He didn't have air slash. That's the main thing I was fearing. But I could have just, that's his only answer. Like, Cacturn dies to Drain Punch. I can't Sucker Punch me. He'd have to go for Superpower. It does not kill me from full with my investment, and I could just Drain Punch it. You've seen the Drain Punch damage on Excadrill. It was not coming in and trying to Swords Dance on me. And even if it did Swords Dance, well, no, if it did Swords Dance on me and it was +2 because I didn't get the Intimidate off, then it definitely would have killed me with the EQ. However, then Sand died. Sand goes away and he has to deal with Garchomp. So, yeah. Garchomp, that would have been at full. So, I definitely needed to go Scrafty on that turn and probably click like Toxic on the next one that comes in. But that, I played that one play would have changed the entire match, and probably, like, that's still a possibility. Like, I still don't know all the moves on Cacturn, and I don't know his spreads and stuff like that. So good game to SFJ. So much respect. His team is scary. He's right there, I believe he's right below me in chance to get to playoffs. So it's very neck and neck for us, I believe. But dude, I have nothing else to say about this match, man. I named Garchomp Meliodas this match just because I wanted to, and the Dragon Sin of Wrath actually sinned and got 2 crits. With that being said, I'm gonna get going. Peace.